Hello, welcome to my magnetic particle testing video. I'll be covering the principle. So the magnetic particle testing uses one or more magnetic fields to locate surface and near surface discontinuities in ferromagnetic material. The magnetic field can be applied with a permanent or an electromagnet. When the magnetic field encounters a discontinuity transverse to the direction of the magnetic flux, the flux line produces a magnetic flux leakage, which are all these. Because magnetic flux lines don't travel well in air, fine colored ferromagnetic particles are applied to the surface of the particles, which will then be drawn into the discontinuity, reducing the air gap and producing a visible indication on the surface of the part. The magnetic particles may be a dry powder or suspended in a liquid solution, and they may be colored with a visible dye or fluorescent dye that fluoresces under an ultraviolet black light. Hello! Alright, so on to the next segment. I'll be covering the techniques. So the first technique is the yoke. This equipment right here is called a yoke, and inside it contains a coil. If current runs through the coil, a magnetic field is generated from the coil, runs through the articulated legs and into the part. Flux lines run from one leg to the other, and if a discontinuity is encountered perpendicular to the flux line, an indication will be seen. To ensure that no discontinuities are missed, the yoke is oriented 90 degrees to the original position. So on to our second technique, which are prods. These two are prods, and when current flows, it runs through the part and a circular magnetic field is set up around the legs. So this magnetic field runs perpendicular to an imaginary lines formed by these two prods. So if a discontinuity is parallel between these two prods, an indication will be seen similar to that of the yoke. So to ensure that no discontinuity is missed, it is also oriented 90 degrees after the first inspection. Alright, so on to the third technique, coils. When current flows through the electrical coil, a longitudinal magnetic field is set up around it. Discontinuities oriented transverse to the longitudinal magnetic field will be seen as an indication.